ESEA Advanced Season 54, Base Masters starting things off on the CT side. Shimmer starting things off on the T side. It's a big push up mid for Shimmer, and Chippy not stopping them whatsoever, but there's 3 players stacked here. Oaken, gets run over, and Stimmy's fares no better. 369 looking for something with the dualies, only gonna drop Fox. So 4 versus 2 on the retake for Base Masters. We'll see what they've got in the pipeline for us. No kits, but the headshots are good. Chippy with 1, Diane Nero takes 1 as well, but it's not gonna be enough. So, wait. Note to the viewers, Ridge in the in-game kill feed is empathy. That is correct. Why grenade? No, wait. I think the grenade paths are good. But I don't know. Chat, how do we feel about grenade paths? Well, that's a good start for Shimmer. They managed to lose 3 lives for the round, so just going to be a pistol save. No, not even much in the way of armor. Stimmy's picking up the half armor, assuming the AKs, but there's actually only 1 on the other side of the server. The nice thing about following the same team over and over is you get to see the same skins over and over. So like Raven's Rare Adam Galil, I feel like I've seen it over and over and over again. And, you know, I'm kind of a fan of it. This I haven't seen, though. The Chatterbox? I used to have one of them, and I'm not a big fan. Skins aside, this should be a pretty simple round for Shimmer. They kind of have to avoid getting 1-deeged by Base Masters, but they seem to have located the information fairly well. And it's just going to be 3 deegs on the B site for Base Masters. Shimmer with a clear path toward the A site. We do have 369 watching CT spawn, and that could be the path back into the round for Base Masters. The big thing from them is just going to be if that Deeg is able to... Whoa! Murder Boot, thank you for the primer. If there is that 1 Deeg, being able to collect a weapon for any one of these Base Masters players could offer an opportunity for quote-unquote some weird stuff. And there's Serendipity, but all she drops is a MAC-10, so not the best prize for Base Masters if you're just hoping to maybe pick up some farm time. It's something. Ooh, that flash though! Sticks! Caught! Unlucky! 3 players look like they're going to be surviving for Shimmer. And they are. So we are going to have the full buy back in for Base Masters now, but with 2 rounds under their belt, Shimmer should be perfectly happy picking up some rifles. Oh, Stick's going to go with the MAC-10 again. Okay. 1 more bonus weapon. Reacting to what's going on in chat, I honestly don't think it's healthy to be a hater of any North American team at this point. We have so few players that it makes more sense to just pick the teams that you want to be fans of and cheer for them. And don't cheer against other teams. Just, you know, watch because you want the team that you choose to win. The nice thing is you're not limited by, you know, what teams you get to watch. You get to watch all the teams, like this team out on the B-bomb site. And oh dear, Serendipity, did she get 1G'd or did she die to cratering? Shimmer, they've walked their way onto the B-bomb site, but there's just too many Base Masters in position, and Ian Nero drops Ridge and the double onto Fox. Shimmer try their luck on B just a few too many times, and this time it won't go their direction. You know, I'm gonna say that this is Base Masters and not Bass Masters, because if they win, then, you know, we're gonna get a nice baseline. And if they lose, we can say you drop the base. No, it's believe me, I've had myself emotions after hearing the complexity news. For anyone that might be watching this VOD, the complexity news is 4 out of 5 of their players ended up on Passion UA, which you could now call Passion NA, with Kavem, and CXZI is now a free agent. So that is for the VOD, just to make sure that, you know, watching this back, you get that information. The top of the base. Wait. Then you could say there's all your base are belong to us, and then what am I talking about? Everyone in chat's too young to get that reference. Yes. I mean, we still have the team, and I think that it's important that we do support that. You got that reference? Hey, someone got the reference. Excellent. People got the reference. Yes. No, I'm definitely trying to keep the glass half full. Again, I've been talking about it before the game started, but I think the most important thing that we as North American Counter-Strike can do is keep supporting the scene when things are bad, because when things are good, then we'll get to say that we were here for the bad times. Speaking of bad times, this round going to be one of those bad times for Shimmer. Oh, Ridge with a nice flick onto Oaken. But, well, and the nice thing is there are enough free agents in North America that we could just form, like, Open 10 teams that turn into advanced teams that turn into stacks that, at the very least, make it through into NA Revival, or, you know, if you go to some of the other... Okay, so currently, there's a couple of frag events that are basically just North America. One is the Rowan Local, and one is the sponsored weekend streamed games. So basically, what I think needs to happen for North America, for Fragadelphia, is teams need to get to Rowan, and teams need to... really, we need more events like Rowan going on, where it's just like, okay, it's a one-day LAN, and people just play out the whole day, but we need them in more places, and I don't know how to get that going. You know, I keep seeing... Oh, Stimmies! Oh! Knocks over, too. Ridge and Sticks. Caught on Cat. And the rest of Shimmer, it's all begun to fall apart. Serendipity down on 29. Watches Raven fall. Raven needs to go huge now. 2 versus 5, but with the Mac 10, kind of feels like a 1 versus 5. Fox, though, definitely a player that you want in that 1 versus 5. This AWP always gonna find you some kills where you didn't think they existed. She's still got the bomb on her back, though. She's giving Serendipity some time to maneuver around the site. Spots the player on Cat. Oh, she's gonna get caught now. But the AWP picked up for Serendipity. She's only able to get to 1. And Base Masters now take the lead on 3. Yeah, I've heard the LAN that happened over the weekend was pretty cool. I wish I got more of a chance to watch it. I wish I had more time to do a lot of things. Honestly. Well, once again, the classic Deagle round. Not going to be... Oh! Oh my goodness! Deagle flattens Oaken. Well, you gotta watch out for those 1-taps, and Raven and Fox, big adventures now, 2 versus 2. Fox picking up the M4 could be huge here for Shimmer. She's gonna go for the AWP over in jungle, though, as you would expect. With bomb in their inventory, there's still the opportunity for Shimmer to get something done. Stimmies is all the way over in the B apartments. So it's just 369 to try and defend if Shimmer go for an A site plant here. Should be the bomb plant any minute now. I do like that we have the presence of mind to make sure to check on Cat. You never know where somebody could be sneaking in, but Shimmer with the bomb down, 2 versus 2. There are kits on the side of Base Masters, but no armor on Shimmer. Okay, wait a minute. Good trade for 369, taking down that Opper. Now it's going to be up to a low HP Serendipity with no armor. She's got the timing, but the flick favors 369. The no armor, the no health. And it is Base Masters overcoming the Deagles of Shimmer. That Deag shot just and this spray down. This was such a labored spray. Uh-oh. One moment, chat. We're getting back into it as soon as possible. Here's your scoreboard simulator. We got kicked. The game heard us talking shit. All right. I'm gonna say no. No one actually crashed the game. It's okay. All right, but it is time for 4-2. All AKs on the side of Shimmer. This is the time to start to change your fortunes if you're the Shimmer players. It's not starting off too well. The mid aggression, they managed to find their way all the way up, but now they need to take a site, and losing STX and Ridge. Oh, the double for Base Masters. They might just repel this out of Shimmer, but Fox has other intentions. Down to 4 HP, but that's still a kill. That's still an opening. Oh, Chippy burns to death. All right. Well, Shimmer have evened things up, and they've got themselves a pretty clear path ahead. Off to the B-bomb site they go. Only Stimmies here to try and prevent this one, but not going to be doing much of anything. Final seconds of the round, we are going to get a bomb plant for Shimmer. And it's Oaken and 369 to try and keep the momentum alive for Base Masters. Either way, they will have plenty of money going into the next round, but as they arrive into market, Shimmer have already made themselves relatively scarce. 4 HP on Fox. Has to feel quite vulnerable as Base Masters start to make their way on out. Raven on 1 HP. She gets legged, but she's still going, and it's going to have to be 369. Finds a kill onto the weakened Fox, but now 1 versus 2. Raven, oh, she 1Gs. The smoke goes down. Can he get this? No, Serendipity's here in time before the smoke blooms. So Shimmer will secure a 3rd round for themselves and start to bring this one back, but losing all 5 players does make it expensive. Oh, and we've got a pause. We've got a pause. Let's go pause. Put the button and the button. It's a pause button. Hopefully not too long, but yeah, you never know. Okay, so now I can kind of go back to what I was talking about before, which is what I think about, like, trying to build back up North American Counter-Strike, right? You know, it looks really dark right now. Fragadelphia is being overrun and won by non-North American teams. It's just, this is where we need people for the love of the game, and it's tough. And I understand it. Yay, tech pause. I love it. All right, I just saw the score update on Face It, so we should be back to it soon. I hear the weapons being bought up. I hear the clock. I think we're back into it. All right, 4-3. What has Shimmer got for us? They've got to keep this one rolling. They want the tie. We've seen how they can play Mirage quite well, but they have a tough time fighting back from below, and well, it's not going to be a good start, already down to a 3 versus 5, but Fox not going to let that stand. Not on her watch. They do lose one more on the side of Shimmer. And Fox down to 7 HP and a 2 versus 3. Definitely going to make this one difficult. Oh, 369 watching from balcony. Ducks under the spray of serendipity. And an untraded kill from Shimmer leaves Fox all alone in a 1 versus 3. She might have the bomb, but base masters are about to approach from multiple directions. And on 7 HP, she's not going to have an easy time with this. Still knocks the block off of Chippy. But you have to wonder, where does the buck stop? 30 seconds remaining. Hard to get the bomb down without making a sound. She's on for the ace. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying that in this situation, hits on both of the base masters players, it is not likely, and the AWP lined up will make it so. Yeah, this one's just going to be a difficult starting spot. We haven't gotten to see too much of Oaken with the AWP so far, but when it does ring out, it is going to be something that losing that entry on T's side just really makes you suffer a bit. Now, this was the other thing, is we saw the Deegs with some great impact, just dropping Oaken in mid, in window. This round it's not to be, as the smoke blooms and Oaken decides it's not worth staying. Oh, playing from connector instead. This is going to be a tough spot to play from. This AWP, though, still got flicks, but will be overwhelmed. The pistol's able to win this one back, but now there's players in both directions, and 369 looking for all of these kills. Chippy falls to that AWP. Empathy looking for some more. She did AWP some. Does like to pick it up for the double op setup of Shimmer. And with the rifles picked up, this one's still a possibility. The no armor making it difficult. Oh, Fox not expecting another player on the B-bomb site, and Stimmies with a double to round this one out at 6. Base Masters, now they've really got the waves under them. Shimmer need to really put a hole in their sails if they want to have a chance at winning this one. I mean, we've seen the CT side. There is a small ray of sunshine, and that is 3 rounds on T side is at least something to start with. The CT side in recent months, with the $50 extra from the kill rewards, has actually gone nuclear. It's actually been kind of insane to see just how much the CT side has gotten buffed. Yes, this is a best of 1, but after this game, we've got the Dust 2. Ew, they're pushing up. Mirage is going to be wise to these tricks. The double entry on the side of Shimmer. They do lose Fox in the transition. Oh, Black Ops 2 was good, too. Chippy chirping up with these kills. With the 2 heavy hitters out of Shimmer, this one's still a possibility for either side, really, but the CT side has gotten just such a renaissance in recent months. There's a few pieces to it, right? You've got the money, where the CT side now doesn't have to worry quite as much about losing weapons as long as they get kills. And on the T side, a lot of the time you'd see just messy executes with whatever weapons you could bring. and eventually you just break the economy. And now you can't even afford to die because it's so much money. It's $250 per death. That's a lot. Chippy with 8 HP, waiting for his due, looking for some more here, but the AKs from Shimmer are gonna overwhelm and bulldoze this B-bomb site. Okay, so Facet's having a bit of an issue tonight. So we're gonna watch the score. Facet's having a bit of an issue. I do apologize. This is not my intention. All right, looks like we're back in. The problem with Faceit is it does give you a spoiler. See, for me though, I use that spoiler so that I can hype up future rounds, and I can caster curse in a more interesting way. For you though, it's just pure spoilers, and it kind of sucks. And I only use it because it's something to show in between when we get out and when we get back in. And unfortunately, it's the best we got. How much delay in there? 240 seconds is what it should be. So the in-game is 4 full minutes ahead of what we are seeing. So sometimes there's multiple rounds. Like, I mean, we already know how this one goes based on getting booted out and seeing the score go to 7-4. But you never know how exactly this round is going to go. Losing the entry once again, it's Shimmer. They've had a fair few rounds where they just... It doesn't even feel like they're losing the duels. They're just sacrificing a player early on for the info. Oh, dear. Not even sacrificing an for info. Never know the... Okay. Oh, dear. Yeah, you do get that 11-1, and chat's just like, oh, it's over. Like, that's the thing, right? I don't know if we're quite into the era where the CT side is so strong that you will consistently see 10-2s. But if you remember correctly, before CS2 came out, there was the M4A1S. And the M4A1S had 25 bullets and did redonkulous damage across the entire map. And if you don't remember that, just go back in the patch notes until like 2022 or so, or 2021. And those were CSGO games where the majority of the game was having an A1S and spraying through smokes. And it was so powerful that you almost sometimes wanted an A1S over an AK. So, not an easy thing to come back from these days. Oh, yeah. Well, this round, though, not turning around too well. Chippy chipping in for 2. 369 looking for their due as well. Fox trying to dig Shimmer out of this one. 7-5 would be a decent half for Shimmer, but Base Masters will deny it. They drop the base, and they drop Shimmer 8-4. Well, it's not a good half for Shimmer, but Base Masters have to be feeling fairly good about it. Pistol round. We saw Shimmer come out swinging on their T side. See if they've got something different to show on their CT. Yeah, I think the CT economy is very good right now, and I don't know whether the answer is nerf the weapons so that the things that you can buy aren't as good, or if that would be too much in the other direction. Valve famously like to delay as long as possible before making changes, so we're probably not going to see too terribly much unless it gets really bad. But speaking of really bad, this pistol round already starting to go pear-shaped for Shimmer. These USPs just not hitting like they need to. Neither are the dualies. Going to be up to sticks, and they do have base masters on fairly low HP, so it does feel a little bit possible for this USP to win the round. She doesn't have a whole lot of time. That bomb already halfway ticked down, and she's got a full 10-second defuse. She does locate the kit, so she might still have enough here. She's got to find the kill onto Strippies, but she's got players on both sides of her. Oaken pecking away from the CT. Spawn will win the round for base masters. But yes, there's the CT side has strong economy, and T side is very into the we gotta break the T economy. I think we do need some more strong T maps. I think making this update and taking out Anubis at the same time might not have been the right call. Like, taking out the most T-sided map in the pool while making the CT side that much stronger. I would have loved to see how Anubis would actually start going. But now we have to wait until next season. And we probably won't get Anubis back for 2026, at least not the first season. I don't know if we're going to get Cash at the beginning of next season. I don't know if we're going to get Vertigo at the beginning of next season. I don't know whether we're going to get something brand new at the beginning of next season. But I think that, you know, map creation is honestly something you can do. If you want to see CS evolve, create maps. Learn Hammer. Maps are how this game really does evolve and change. Speaking of evolving and changing, Basemasters looking for the full execute out onto the A-bomb site, but that Molotov, a little bit suspect. Well, we'll see, though. I don't know if they're going to know that Empathy's here. Oh, she puts away two. She's going to rebuff Basemasters off the back of her Deeg. Fox falls, but these pistols are going huge. Where was this on the pistol round for Shimmer? They get the upgraded pistols, and it works out perfectly. Oh my goodness. Just walking into Palace like a queen. Quick chat. Who's the queen of a desert? Cassiopeia? This isn't Anubis, or I would say Cassiopeia. I need help with this. Cleopatra. Wait. Yeah, Cassiopeia is a League of Legends champion. What am I talking about? Well, now it's the T-side's turn to just be on Deagles. But again, we've seen this work out well for them. A little bit of a labored spray for Fox, and Oaken able to pick up the trade. One thing I like about Grail is if the community wants Cobblestone back, to simply have a map on a medieval tile set. Grail is a tile set. Or no, not Grail. Not Grail. Jura is the medieval tile set. Well, this one kind of shoved over. Remember, with not taking, only taking the one casualty. War Owls of Inferno? Oh, I see. Yes, I do know. The problem is that they remade Cobblestone and everybody hated it. So I asked an interesting question. Do people hate when they opened up the big, when they basically remade Vertigo and added the big hole and elevator, and they added the, big push on a bomb site? Raven, though, standing tall from Ticket, just gonna mow down these Basemasters player, everyone heading her way. Deleted. So you remember when they updated Vertigo and they took a big chunk out of the wall in Elevator, and then at the same time they added a big catwalk to the side of it as well? It turns out people like that better than the Cobblestone update, because the Cobblestone update ruined the map. I think Vertigo is still perfectly playable in the way that it is. And that might not be a good thing on the VOD, but I'm going to say it. You know, this is going into the VOD. If you don't know about the VOD's channel, chat, check down in the description below. I upload every single VOD. Yes. Well, this time, though, Base Masters with a bit more punch in their coffee. These couple of kills for 369 might just open up this round in a very big way. 7-9, recoverable from Shimmer, but we'll see. They've got what it takes. Looks like it's going to be a B-side execute out of the Base Masters. 4 versus 3. They do have, for Shimmer, Raven on a nice big flank, so might still be some legs to this round yet, although losing Serendipity so early. Fox trying to maneuver, cannot stay alive long enough, and so Raven on the flank in a 1 versus 3. This one not going to be easy. Does have Oaken dead to rights on 11 HP, but now the last 2 players, they both got head armor and an AK. So this retake not going to be an easy one. She's got 369 close at hand. Just sitting empty pillar. The first kill is good, but Stimmy's putting that rifle to work. Gonna trade 1 round back for the Base Masters. Just strumming along. Yes, Blue Jays versus Shimmer is next up after this. Shimmer had an ESEA game that they couldn't reschedule, so they're playing it early, and then we've got Dust 2 Eagle Masters after that. It's back-to-backs. There's too many games to play. But this time, Shimmer have that AWP in the hands of Fox. So, see what kind of a round they have in store for us. A lot of damage out of the gate. The first 30 seconds, 73 onto Stimmies with 24 and 53 onto Shimmer players. So about equal damage in each direction. Leads Base Masters into apartments. And it is Fox's time to shine here with the AWP. First kill picked up. She's looking for some more. They know she's going to be over on a cat. That kill in mid, giving her position away. So Serendipity needs to go huge here. She starts off with 1, and now Fox able to get activated again. They lose sticks, but it's a 1 versus 4 for Stimmies. And it looks like Shimmer have found that winning formula for their buy rounds. Either that or... Oh, Stimmies just shot the rifle away. It went flying there. 1 versus 4, though. Not going to be possible. No utility left in his inventory, and he is a singular bullet away from death. Clutches can happen, but I don't think this is the time for it, and it's Raven to put the final nail in the coffin. 8-10. Things looking up. We're not out of the woods just yet. 10 rounds for Base Masters. It doesn't take much to close out the game from there. Saving up 1 more round for the loss bonus. So it is just pistols with a couple of pieces of armor for Base Masters. Think that they're good at slapping? I mean, if they're masters of the base, I hope they can slap the base. I hope they can drop the base. I hope that they can... I don't actually know that much more about the base. I hope they can do a base line. But this execute onto the A site looking like it has been destrung. All the strings fell off. Oh, we're going to go for one more peek onto the player palace? We sure are. Fox never one to give up a fight. Does force Chippy to fall back. It's like, all right, that's enough shots hitting my palace. Ooh, that's a player hurt on Cat. Sticks easily sprays down Stimmies. Looking for the last one, too. It's going to be an easy double. Well, mostly easy double. Bring this one within one round of being tied. I mentioned the cash. I'm going to mention it again. I'm going to probably mention the cash a few more times because when the T side is having a hard time, it's an easy thing to point to. It's one of those, okay, we can see what we can kind of see what's going on. Right? We can see the cash building up quite healthily on the Shimmer players. Serendipity and Raven both on 5 digits worth of money. The money bags looking quite heavy, but it is an A execute here for Base Masters. Raven clotheslines 369. She's looking for more, but Stimmies will deny it. Now it's going to be up to Fox. She's smoked off, up over the top, misses the shot. Oh, smoke broken. That's going to leave Chippy in the open and vulnerable. Empathy looking for so much here. She's going to find it too. Fox with the off at her back. Only good for the one, but that's all she needed. Keeps the heat off of Empathy long enough that she gets the triple. It's one of those, hey, sometimes the offer is needed to go huge and lock in, and sometimes the offer is just needed to take heat off of your Star Rifler and Empathy, a Star Rifler if ever there was one. This isn't the game where she's lit the server on the most. Right now, Raven on 17 and 12. A very solid game. Shimmer really starting to come alive here on their CT side. Fox opening things up with a lovely little flick onto the player mid. That Molotov a little bit erroneous, but, you know, we take those. Because, hey, if they keep feeding Fox in mid, this AWP is going to be feeling mighty fine. Sticks looking to farm up a couple as well. You can't let your Opper have all the fun. 10 to 10, and Base Masters going for the tried and tested push through apartments, but they've got a singular flash left to deploy. The question is, do they just send that flash out to try and block someone off? They might not need to. Chippy's Deeg speaking out loud early on. Serendipity left alone on the site, but the rest of Shimmer will rotate on in. The cavalry has arrived. Fox with one more, and Sticks evens out her kills and her death. Shimmer take the lead at 11. Looking very, very good for them. Again, this CT side, so rich. So wealthy. Now 3 players on 5 digits, while Base Masters take their timeout. Is it duck season or webbit season? It's duck season. Don't be shooting webbits. But also don't be shooting ducks. Who told you need to be shooting anything? Who says anything needs to be shot? It's base season. That's right. Wait. Can't eat a base unless most guitars are made out of wood. You eat wood. You can eat wood if you're a badger, right? Anyway, bringing the game back here, we do have a full buy for the Base Masters. They've got that AWP in the hands of Oaken. He's lacking head armor, but It's one of those where if you can find that opening shot, it's the op, so just deleting your opponent. You know, I just ate, but that's kind of hungry right there. The base is meatballs and the strings are spaghetti. No, you know what the base is? The base is a cake. Cake of base. Everything is cake. As base masters now make their way on in, 4 strong through connector. They've got the bomb over on Cat, but if they find these kills, it could still work out for them. It's an absolute massacre with Chippy, the only survivor. Raven turns her back at just the wrong moment. It's gonna be Fox. Oh, rings out, and it's Chippy with 3 to keep base masters swinging. 11 all. And this one, not only is it getting down to the wire round-wise, we have 5 minutes until Shimmer are supposed to play their Dust 2 Eagle Masters game. Go. AWP starting off strong for Oaken. Entry for that AWP, something that Oaken has done a few times this game, and it's kind of a lot of what have kept base masters in this game. That and Stimmy's site anchoring has been instrumental. One more for the op. And that's the big players for Shimmer now removed from the server. Dix playing out in the open on Ticket. She does get 1, but look at the damage back her way. Now base masters know where to look. This Molly gonna keep her pinned down for Stimmy's to finish the job. And it's a 2 versus 4. There's not a whole lot left for Shimmer here, but Raven gonna make sure they at least have something to write about. Something to write home about. 2 versus 3. No reason to save at this juncture. Couple of AWPs on the Okay. Hey, Fricks, thank you for the... Oh, thank you for the resub. And base masters take the lead. Well, this is it. Shimmer need to stand up here, or this one could go to extra innings. Shimmer really don't have that time, because they have another match in 3 minutes. Definitely not looking... Oh, let's see. We shall see. Spray down through the smoke. Styx comes out on top. And this one would be a pretty painful game to actually lose, just because it's one, as Shimmer, you've come back so far, and Stimmy's just hanging out in the kitchen. You've come back so far to get to the lead and lose it again. I think we're just gonna get the mid through connector. Fox? It's 2 for Shimmer. They're making this one. They're making base masters work for it. Where's the bomb though? 25 seconds. Is this one gonna go to overtime? Oh my word. Wait a minute. Stimmies drops the player van. 369, not so lucky. 2 versus 4. Can Base Masters win from here, or will Shimmer bring this one to extra innings? Stimmies! Oh my goodness! 12 HP on 4 kills! Raven now in the 1 versus 2. Stimmies looking for the ace. Knows where Raven's standing, and it's going to be Chippy to close out the game. 13-11 in the favor of Base Masters.